Spyro 3, You're the Dragon. So Hunter just lives with the dragons now?
Stop her!
Also, another question. Were they really able to steal all those eggs in one go?
We managed to capture the eggs, Your Highness. Every last one.
Excellent. Maybe you will amount to something after all. Now go guard the tunnels. Stop anyone from coming through.
So why would you leave the path open? That seems like a big mistake. Maybe because they thought the adult dragons wouldn't follow them? I guess.
Where are the eggs?
The holes came out on the other side of the dragon worlds. We found some of the eggs, but they were too heavy to carry back.
The other side of the world?
The Forgotten Realms. Spyro, you'll have to go. Nobody else can fit down the holes.
Yeah, come on, let's go!
Find the eggs and bring them back, Spyro. You're our only chance.
You got it!
Okay, so this realm is known as Sunrise Spring. And this is my theory of this was supposed to be in Spyro 2, but because they ran out of time, they didn't have a spring realm. Yep. So, yeah, about this game, the reason why I have a lot of fond memories of it is I was able to rent it a lot from my local video game rental store. Yes, those back when those were a thing. And this was the game I would constantly get. One and another game that we'll get to at a later time. Also, I love the dialogue that the character has, the abductor. And the dragons have some adorable animations when they hatch. Which, question, if they were all going to hatch, then you know what? I'm not going to question the logic of a game.
To look left or
As if we don't know that by now.
So, you're the one in charge of rescuing the eggs, huh? How sad. Look here, Dragon. If you know what's good for you, you'll turn around and crawl back into that hole you came through. Those eggs belong to us now, and I've hidden them in places you'll never find in 1,000 years. Besides, even if you could find any eggs, our expertly trained armies would hunt you down and take them back. Do I make myself clear? If I find you here again, I am going to be very angry, and you won't like me when I'm angry.
What are you, the Incredible Hulk? Can't find it in 1,000 years, huh? There was one just sitting right here. I highly doubt that. I don't know. I always love making fun of campy villains. Oh, look who it is. Because of course.
Spyro! My, how funny to see you here. Why, I haven't seen you since we defeated Ripto in Avalar.
What do you mean we?
My business went into a slump after you left, so I came here and struck up a nice deal with the local sorceress. Lovely woman she is. Seems to be very fond of dragons, too. The sorceress has asked me to guard Sheila the kangaroo. I suppose if you had a bit more money, I'd be willing to let her escape. Then you could keep her for a pet or something.
Also, yes. What do you mean we? No, wait. Let me do it. Let me do that better. What do you mean we? SpongeBob.
Yo, Spyro! I just found one of those portal thingamajigs that leads to a different world, but you'll have to glide to get across to it. Press the
As if we don't know how to do that by now.
I saw something shiny in that cave over there.
Shiny!
Let's go check it out.
Shiny!
Right there by hover.
I like shiny!
Oh, I almost forgot. I found this egg.
See, this I understand. Coltrane? Like John Coltrane?
There's definitely something shiny at the bottom of this hole. I was about to jump down there, but now I think I hear running water. I hate to get wet. It's a cat thing.
This is as
Thanks for saying stating the obvious, Zoe. What is it with fairies and stating the obvious in video games? There's a trend here. I'm looking at you, Navi. Me. Okay, so there's a little secret in this level that requires the Superfly power-up. You get it, and head up to where that egg was. But as soon as you do, make a sharp left. And don't fail like I did. But yeah, as you can see, there's an extra life up there. We don't necessarily need it, but yeah, that's where that is. Also, Hunter, you hate to get wet, huh? So, what were you doing in Aquaria Towers in the last game? Yeah, just throwing that out there.
Dinner party at the Tiki Lodge, and the portal to my home just stopped working. Maybe the portal will reactivate after a few more dragons hatch.
I'll get right on that, mate. You leave that to me. Liam Neeson? I know I'm running out of references.
The bottom of this lake. I would go get it, but I don't want to get my fur.
As if we don't know. Now, imagine my surprise when I jumped from Spyro 1 to Spyro 3. Yes, I never played Spyro 2 until much later in my lifetime. So seeing that Spyro could actually swim blew my freaking mind. Because he couldn't in the first game. My name's Bruce. So yes, this introduces another new concept. Sparks the Dragonfly has his own levels now. However, you can't do them until you defeat the boss of the realm. So, we'll move on for now.
Here I was, about to go for a nice swim at Shell Beach, when my portal just up and disappears right in front of me. If you go find some more of those dragon eggs, I bet this portal would start working again.
Being able to leave in the middle of a conversation reminds me of Assassin's Creed. How you were able to just wander around through the entire conversation. It's like Altair has ADD and ADHD. He can't just sit still. And I'm like, how do you carry on a conversation like that? And 20 eggs needed for this portal. Oh yeah, I know where these are. Derp. Okay, so once you collect all the gems in the area, as I was saying, after you're done collecting the gems in the area, it's in your best interest to free Sheila.
Getting paid a fortune to keep Sheila the... Don't worry, Spyro. Sheila won't stay in jail forever. Sorceress is thinking about having her executed next Thursday.
For what? Defiance?
I'm getting paid a... Ah, Spyro, I love your sweet naivete. Your kind-hearted nature might be your downfall someday, but... I hope you appreciate this favor I'm doing in letting you out.
That's good of you, mate. No hard feelings, eh?
Right. After all, I'm just doing my job.
Yeah.
Couldn't happen to a nicer guy.
Maybe one of them dragons then.
Yeah, name's Spyro.
Never thought I'd see one. You dragons used to rule this entire world, you know? Then all of a sudden you left. Poof.
Dragons used to live here?
Didn't you know? They say it was over 1,000 years ago, I think.
And they just left?
Yeah. And the weird thing is, after they left, all the magic in the world just sort of went with them. I mean, they say this world used to have magic coming out of the wazoo. Flying ships, singing forests, wishing stones, you name it. But when the dragons left, it all just dried up.
Is that why some of the portals don't work?
Yeah, they're starting to fade out too, one by one. Well, I gotta get back home and do some damage control. Come visit anytime you like.
So after you free the special guest characters, you have to complete their realm, well, their world. Otherwise, you cannot use them. So it's in your best interest to do it as soon as you can.
Thanks again, Spyro. Now I have to find out what that nasty sorceress has done to my home while I was locked up.
Hiya, Sheila. While you were gone, a bunch of Rhinox kicked us out of our houses. It's okay, though. Bobby, Pete, and I are working on a clever plan to take them back.
He's a goat and his name is Billy. Well, that's highly original.
Follow Bobby and Pete up there using your air hop. It's easy.
And the triple jump. That's one thing that's neat about Sheila. She has triple jump abilities. She can also kick, and like Spyro, she can do a bash as well. It's kind of neat. I get that they were kind of, you know, grasping at straws by the time. I get that they're kind of grasping at straws after the second game, but, you know, it's neat.
Really steep cliffs like this one with your top.
And her being a kangaroo, of course she can jump really high. Don't mess with marsupials, trust me.
Home at last. Here, I was saving this to make an omelette, but I think you deserve it more.
Ruby. I've got nothing. It was funnier when they made goat noises.
Last time we tried to get past this moose, he knocked Billy clean through a wall. If you don't mind, we'll just hang out here while you give him a good kicking.
Oh yeah, and that's another thing about this. All the characters now react whenever you hit them.
This next guy is a wuss. You go ahead and take him out.
And I like the idea of the guest characters. Like I said, it adds a bit more depth to characters that some of them desperately needed something. But this game also does the thing where if you don't have this character, you actually can't complete certain realms.
Don't worry, I'll just keep kicking this rock until it breaks.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Let's play a joke. Takes this egg and smash it on Billy's house, okay? I need to get him back for the last time he butted me off the cliff.
That's a little tough to get, but they were actually doing the chicken dance. They were just playing the wrong song.
Those rhinocs have taken over. There'll be no stopping them unless we can smash their huts. They're too big to smash with your kick attack, though. Try using your stomp attack to smash them instead. I'll confuse the rhinoc. You'll remember how to stomp.
Yeah, because infinitely respawning enemies make all the sense in the world. Hey. I'm not really sure what to also make of Sheila, because she's seems to have like 2 different accents. Like she's Australian because, well, marsupial, well, kangaroos, you know, originate in Australia. Yeah, she seems to live in the Alps. So she also has that to her as well. I don't know. I don't dislike her, it's just, where are you supposed to be from?
Thanks for the help, Sheila. Oh, you can have this egg I found in my...
If you ever forget how to
There's also a secret area, too, I always seem to forget about. Oh yeah, that's right. Hashtag gamers never look up. So they kind of change how this works too. They change it back to enemies. Give you gems now. But instead of them giving you something anyway, if you defeat them again, they don't. That's one thing that's a little disappointing, but at the same time, I get it, because what can you do? Unless you go back to the method in which you gave us extra lives before. So yes, Sheila is actually necessary to complete the rest of the realm. Which one should I go to next? I'll go Clad Spires. Because I like it a little less than I do Sunny Villa. I don't dislike... For the record, I really don't dislike a lot of the levels in this game. There is one level in particular... Well, there's two levels in particular later in the game that I don't like. But I'll explain that when we get there.
Generator, and I may never see a rainbow again. You'd think the sorceress would want more rain after what the sun has done to her skin.
If my wings were big and strong like yours, I could easily glide across here.
Is that Terra strong? And this level is pretty straightforward. For the most part.
The metal armor those enemies...
As if we don't know this by now. Charge metal enemies, flame the big ones. Also, anyone else find it a little far-fetched that the enemies can just carry lightning bolts like that? That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. And shouldn't metal be able to conduct electricity? I'm just saying. There I go, questioning video game logic again. I love how some of the eggs are just out in the open. Like, really? Stephanie. Yeah, I got nothing again. I'm sorry. I don't really like this version of the song. This one's a lot more endearing.
Well, if it isn't my favorite dragon. The sorceress has put me in charge of guarding these bellows. However, I might look the other way if I was distracted. Counting gems.
Sure, whatever. No way, you doofus.
No? What else are you going to do with all those gems? Buy flying lessons? That was a good one. Oh, yes. Precious, precious gems. Well then, Spyro, you may now use the bellows anytime you wish. Best of luck on your little egg hunt. haven't made such easy money since the sorceress mistook that mayonnaise for sunscreen.
So he admits it. So he's a con artist to everyone. Even the antagonist of the game. Okay, that's actually a little bit endearing. Still don't like the guy. I think that's a common consensus with everyone, though. Nobody likes money bags. Those Rhinox do look like opera singers, so that is actually pretty funny.
You activated the bellows. Maybe I can get the cloud generator working again.
Also, the cloud sprites seem to be named after types of clouds, except this one's just called Fluffy.
The Rhinox must have been using this thing to clog up the cloud generator.
Oh yeah, that's one thing too. The de facto leader of the area that you're in, they go back and do something in the... I forgot that leads up here. Anyway, they go back to the main hub world and do something to help you move on to the next one. It's you again, and this time it makes sense as to why you're here. The Blue Thieves. Brian. I remember always cheesing it though, and just using the Superfly power up to get after that egg thief because it's hilarious to do that.
We usually wake up our rangers
Stratus.
at the crack of dawn, but these mischievous spirits are stopping our bells from ringing.
Ask not for whom the bell tolls. It tolls for thee.
Do you want this doodad? It fell out of the belfry.
I didn't see what the name was. Sorry. Wasn't paying attention. No more gems in this area. Never hurts to look. Would you look here? We're back at the beginning of the level. However, there's a little bit more to it now. Since the cloud generator is back up and running. Some areas that were inaccessible are now accessible. Rain. Needs to be doing that where I live. We're in the middle of an unusual drought right now. It's supposed to be an El Nino summer, and so far, of course, it's not officially summer yet. Huh. So those things look like the sun. They have the symbol of the sun on them, and they spit fire. Well, that's a little unoriginal, but, you know, Claire. I mean, the dragons are magical, so... What? What? There was an invisible wall there, and it led to my death. Thanks, game. Did it almost happen again? Oh my god! I almost fell to my death again because of an invisible wall! That's not how this works! That's not how any of this works!
Our sun has gone out. We can make
Cumulus.
a new one with our lava fusion cauldron and 3 sun seeds, but they keep burning out before we can get them in the pot. Step on the switch to get a fresh sun seed and keep flaming it until you get it into the pot.
Don't worry. You didn't see anything there with that gem total. You saw nothing. Let's go ahead and get the treasure from the area before we get too carried away. This should be just 3 green gems, and there's the treasure. Okay, so how this works is that, yes, they start burning out. I love how they're wearing sunglasses. It's just a funny touch. Thumbs up.
Now that's what I call a sun. Here, you can have this last sun seed as a souvenir. Think it might be a dud though.
Why do you suddenly sound like a valley girl? Like, oh my god.
Look out, Hunter. It's the scary sorceress.
I've warned you already. This place isn't safe for small dragons and pussycats.
Oh, thanks, but I think we can look after ourselves.
Try looking after this.
Come back when you finish witch school, okay?
Say, is it just me, or is she kind of cute when she's angry?
And that's all the time that we have. So, until next time, Ryo Nakage 33 signing off. By the way, this is my favorite out of the trilogy.